All right, what's up? Blue Foundation, Green Giants, Deep Red Alliance. Welcome to another Deep Red Alliance episode. Appreciate you guys jumping on in. Thanks for hitting the like on the way in. Thanks to any new subscribers helping us get to 5,400 ASAP. We're about 10 subscribers away from 5,400. So grateful to you guys. Always grateful. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Foundation is always right. This is the worst show with the best community, and we had the best community jumping on in. 50 Cent looking good in blue, man. Looking good in blue, 50 Cent. Thanks for jumping on in. Mix in the house. We got Coca-Cola, my dragon brethren. People sleeping on DRGN still, man. People still letting people get pennies worth of DRGN. Is what it is. Is what it is. What's up, Ace the Game? Good to see you. Much love to everybody jumping on in. Once again, hitting the likes just helps bring the Blue Crew together. We try to stream every day, Monday through Friday, 3:30 p.m. PST. Sometimes we're, a little bit off from there, but that's the general area where we want to be streaming. We try to get a stream in a day, if anything. We've been trying to post up some shorts just for fun. We'll see how long that lasts. I could really only do so much of the YouTube thing, because we got other work on the side, but we'll try to just give you guys some fun content. I found something with a TIBBIR AI little thing, so people actually thought I actually had gone and bought a TIBBIR. That would have been dumb. That would have been really dumb for me to have a TIBBIR at this point. But maybe in the future, you never know. Maybe in the future I can have a TIBBIR in the Blue Castle. That would be nice. It almost looked very appropriate, didn't it? That little TIBBIR pet. It looked like you would believe it. Like, yeah, G just now streams with his TIBBIR just roaming around in his car. Imagine. Ace the Game, good to see you too. Trying to get all those deep reds, dude. We got a whole page of deep reds for you guys today. Got a whole page of deep reds to talk to you guys a bit about today. Been shaping up some really good ones, man. Been finding some good projects, adding new projects daily to the list. You guys have been helping out with that as well. I think we might have found another gem here. We definitely got some new names to the deep red to bring to you guys. And you find the blue, bright, shining gems in the deep reds, right? That's where the true gems are found, right? These things, on average, on our deep reds list, are definitely under 500 million in market cap, on average. So every crypto we're talking about is probably, hell, you got some here that are not even $1 million in market cap. That's how wide the range is of deep reds that we got for you here today. I got to get a Mike Tyson tattoo as well. You guys are crazy. $15 give me. Shout out to you. You got $15, so you want your deep reds. You're trying to find 3 ways to split that $15. What can I put $5 into here? What's the second one I could put $5 into, and what's the third one, right? That's how we work. That's how we work when you're chipping away little by little, and you don't have a ton of money to spend, but you got a little bit, right? You make the most out of those $5. You make the most out of that $15 there. Etiquette. Bloopity bloop in the house. What's up, man? Appreciate you acknowledging the Blue Foundation, my man. We're just stacking up blue bricks daily, getting some blue roses around the castle there. We got our blue dragons flying around. We got our green interoperability, XRP, the X. Let's freaking go. Guys, once again, thanks for hitting the like on the way in. Thanks for any new subscribers to the channel and any members as well. In the description below, if you also want to support us, we have our Ember app referral code, helps you earn extra Satoshis. We also have our Coinbase there if you want to send us crypto or donate us crypto. And Swash, our Swash links, if you guys want to make some Swash while you're, just navigating the web. All right, let's jump into the deep reds. Appreciate everybody. Always grateful, as I say. We're going to start from the bottom, work our way up to the top. XPX. XPX is at negative 64% down. 0002, 9 billion supply. Let me get a sip of water before we get into these deep reds, because you know how we do. Yep, compounding the blue bricks daily. Dude, I'm just earning passive XLM and passive SHX with Dogstar, right? Dogstar and Aqua are just continuing to crank out Aqua and Dogstar, and I'm just continuing to crank out more SHX, more XLM. This is, dude, the DeFi ecosystems to be taken advantage of right now in overall, just for like 2025 and beyond, really, are the HBAR ecosystem, the XLM ecosystem, and XRPL and the Cosmos ecosystem. Those four, you just cranking out, right? I mean, it's not true passive income until you get your initial back, right? But we got our initial back, so now we're just cranking out passive, right? Like Dogstar is just going to be running and converting. We're going to be converting that into Blue Bricks, converting that into Rio, converting that into some FO, right? Because FO is another DeFi crypto in the XLM ecosystem that hasn't had its day yet. But we're prepping, man. We're stacking up 77 million supply for FO, right? Great rewards, up to 100% in for LP rewards when you're pairing up your FO with XLM or XLM with USDX, right? These young ecosystems we need, right? We need to be a part of XRPL, the DeFi, the FXRP, the MXRP with XLR, right? The Garen wallet for Doppler Finance, right? And Zaman and what they're doing. Sologenic, Corium, dude, talk about tremendous values for cryptos that are in millions of supply and low prices. Corium and Sologenic and Pulsara looking fantastic as options, right? And then HBAR ecosystem, of course, with CentX, with Bank Social looking bullish at 0009. Very excited for that one. What else do we got? Sauce at 4 cents, the DEX crypto. Keep an eye, dude. Sauce is coming to your phones. Saucer swaps coming to your phones. HBAR DeFi is coming this time around, man. It's going to be exciting. But yeah, we start off with XPX at the bottom right here, negative 64% down, 0002, 9 billion supply. The only one that has been acknowledged by the BIS or banking industry in general as an end-to-end CBDC solution provider. Awesome. Very good. And has been tested as such successfully, right? So XPX at 0002, 9 billion supply, negative 64% down. Appreciate that, bloopity bloop. Also available in Decent Wallet when you swap BNB for it. Let's go. Let's go. That's how you secure your XPX right there. That's how you secure it. Do we have to go through MetaMask for Salsa Swap? No, you can go through the Hashpack wallet. You can go through Hashpack wallet, which is the native wallet for the HBAR ecosystem, and you want to go through the Hashpack wallet. Hashpack is part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance, right? You could stake your HBAR on it. You could stake your Hashpack on it. You can earn dual rewards if you've been staking Hashpack. You can, for transactions that you make percentages back in Hashpack rewards. So not only are you like making, when you're adding HBAR, exchanging HBAR with Sauce, you get little bits of rewards for doing that in Hashpack. And Hashpack's a penny with what, like a bill? Yeah. Hashpack is, you can get it on the mobile device, or you can get it as a web extension wallet. And then you can search within the app for Saucer Swap, and then you can connect to the DEX and then just start your wonderful HBAR DeFi journey and your early days in something that's going to be fantastic, man. So, but once again, never putting in more than we can afford to lose, and we're chipping away. We got time. Time's on our freaking side. Blue Foundation, time is on our freaking side. Whether, hey, we didn't get to hit that number that we wanted on a certain crypto because it started running up. So what, man? So what? We still work our way little by little, right? There's going to be trillions upon trillions upon trillions in this market, right? Trillions upon trillions upon trillions. We're only at 3 trillion. So we got time on our side to just chip away and never lose, right? Because when you're not, exposing yourself too much, you're not putting more than you can afford to lose, then you're cool with whatever the volatility is going with. That's already lost money in your eyes. So the only way you can win is if anything comes of it, right? If anything comes of it. Still stacking BSL, dude. Beast, David Barron, beast mode. I bet you got a million low key, man. The type of money the Blue Foundation's working with by now, I'm sure they got a million. I'm sure they got a million BSL and just stacking it, and then they're never going to touch that million from here on out. They're just going to make more BSL, staking it, earning what's it called, RUSD rewards as well. You're getting dual rewards by staking your BSL. Fantastic, man. BSL is going to be so amazing, dude. That is one of the big sleepers for sure. That joining the Decentralized Recovery Alliance was a big deal. Proud to mention PLS as a Deep Red Alliance piece of poop. Okay. Let me check that out. I'll add that to the list, Mix. Appreciate you, man. By the way, guys, thanks for the 10 likes, or almost 10 likes on the stream. If we could get to about 25 for the stream, that would be amazing. And I think we would definitely be getting more Blue Crew or, just crypto lovers in the chat who want to, shout out some really good deep reds or good values out there. We could always, every day I'm discovering a new crypto I haven't heard of now at this point. It's freaking nuts. And then I get excited about it. I get bullish. I maybe get overly bullish. I go through this whole roller coaster, and then I end up coming back to freaking XRP and HBAR. That's just what ends up happening. It's my whole circle. It's like, oh my God, look at this crypto. It's only like 1 million market cap, and look at the low supply. Look at the low price. It's amazing. Oh man, I can't wait for this one to run up. And then next thing you know, I just lose patience, and then it goes into XRP, HBAR eventually. When you fight some FMFer and he doesn't want to fall or give in, that's the kind of how I feel about 7 years with XRP. Oh, dude, I hear you, man. I hear you, OSW. I mean, I'm taking notes. Need to learn these ecosystems and how to stake. Yeah. So HBAR, XLM, XRPL, and then Cosmos there if you want to have some fun, right? Those 4 are looking absolutely necessary. Axelar is showing the powerhouse of what the Cosmos ecosystem is, right? And we just saw a major connection here with dude, the bridge of freaking bridges here. Axelar. Now, we're going to have SHX natively, between Ethereum and Stellar, right? SHX is looking super bullish now, right? And get ready for Sorobon SHX. Get ready for DeFi SHX. You think just converting your Dogstar rewards or your Faux rewards or your Blend Capital or YBX rewards or your what's another one that you can get rewards off of in the XLM ecosystem? Your LSP rewards. You think your DeFi rewards in the XLM ecosystem going into SHX is enough DeFi for SHX? No. Staking our SHX. Building SHX. Building blue bricks on top of blue bricks. Dude, I'm tired of stacking up these blue bricks myself. I'm tired of doing it. I want the blue bricks to just magically start stacking themselves up, right? We're creating a magical world here. There's enough room for magic in this world, and we need staking for SHX. Let's go. Own all of those underlying assets, just need to utilize. There you go, man. Making them work for us, right? Making them work for us. That's the key. Stacking up rewards so we can cash out the rewards in the bull cycle and be happy about it. And then not even, just enjoy it beyond with those platforms. All right. So XPX 0002, 9 billion supply, negative 64% down. We go into IOTX. Dude, IOTX at at 1 cent, 10 billion supply, negative 66% down. Credible crypto right here. Pretty like OG DPIN crypto that has been around for a good bit. A lot of credible people in the crypto space follow this project. IOTX, 10 billion supply, 1 penny, negative 66% down. We go to XX Network, king of privacy, king of quantum resistance right here in terms of crypto. XX Network at a penny, less than 1 billion supply now, negative 69% down. I need to learn how to stake this one. This one has some hoops to jump through for staking, and I just want to make sure I don't do it right. I mean, that I don't do it wrong. Oh man, already the Freudian slip. I want to make sure I don't do it right. Who says that? Only the worst show. Only the worst show would say that. All right, XX network at a penny, 1 billion supply, negative 69% down. David Chaum, godfather of crypto, creator of eCash, creating Elixir, creating quantum resistant crypto, right? Privacy focused. WLD has given them 3 grants in development, right? WorldCoin Foundation. And then you also have Chris Larson investing in it, right? XX Network providing on-demand privacy. Major bridge with XRPL already established. We can get WXX on Uniswap and then bridge it right over to our XX wallet and just never think about it for like the next 10 years. Dude, this one's a long play. XX Network's going to do some things in this bull cycle. It's going to do things in this bull cycle. I definitely think we're going to see some good prices with XX Network in this bull cycle, but this one's a longer play, man. This one's a longer play. This one's beyond 2027, right? We got to wait towards the end of this decade, right? 2028, 2030 to really start. That's when we start thinking, oh, what do I do with my XX? Do I want to take some profit, right? Because this is building for a world post, there's projects that I feel like, and they're preparing for, obviously, right? All of this blockchain stuff, DLT is right there. It's already been built. That other rails have already been built. We're on these current rails still. The traditional financial system there's going to be an event. The switch hasn't even been flipped yet, guys. We've still been waiting for the flip of the freaking switch, right? Every time we get a bull cycle, we think the switch is flipped, but the real flip of the switch is going from this traditional financial system, which we still rely on, completely over to the new rails. Longer than XRP can't be. What's up, the base Fatsy? What's up, dude? Appreciate you. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for trying to help out the channel every way you can, man. Got to get some more TIBBIR. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. TIBBIR gets me excited, man. I mean, TIBBIR is perfect for the AI to AI economy, right? Micropayments as well, right? Virtual is building a really good AI ecosystem there, right? Now Virtual is so ahead of the game right now. The first mover advantage. You got so many that are trying to catch up and saying, hey, we can do AI agents too. Hey, we're doing this. Wait for our AI agent economy. Like FET is, claiming they're more prepped, right? And there's some legitimate reasons for that, right? AGI, right? Singularity, they're building androids, right? So it makes sense that they'll just like connect FET or ASI into their androids, like, once they're like, legitimate built androids, right? And then there you go, machine to machine payments connected with AI. But virtual, definitely. Everything will run through agents in the future. Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, dude, personal digital assistant, or what's it called? Personal AI assistant from NTT Data. They've been talking about that, for years, dude. I mean, that's what made that video series so freaking prophetic, man. The Awakening of the Banking Industry by NTT Data, right? I mean, it changes how you view things, right? Like in the future, your identity, and once again, they're bringing us onto the blockchain, man. There's going to be a catalyst. We talk about the orbs, right? That try to scan if you're human. Why do you think they would build something like that? Why do you think it's not necessary right now in today's world, but when some global event happens where, digital fraud goes rampant or something like that, you're going to need that proof of human, man. You're going to need that proof of human. And WLD is doing that, right? Bringing digital identity to the blockchain. And then once they do that, you are the payment in the future. You are your data. Unfortunately, now everything you do is on chain. Philip Winkler, are you AI? Possibly. I don't know. I haven't seen the end of, maybe I discover in the future that I've been, a freaking robot that was sent here to inform people of deep reds. Right? Maybe I was sent to fight the next Skynet, man. Right? Maybe I was here to prevent the next Skynet from happening, from shouting. So I shout out all these deep reds. I beat my orb at home. That's funny. BitTensor is a monster. Yeah, definitely BitTensor. TIBBIRs is the rail for AI. All AI transactions will require TIBBIR. Quietly 20% stake. Dude, I know. Hey, man, they want to keep, if they keep taking Atom down, the higher the staking rewards become. Atom's still solid, man. I'm happy to have the amount of Atom that I have and just start staking, building up those staking rewards, cash them out when the bull cycle comes. Same thing with Osmo. Osmo coming up in our deep reds right here, actually. 13 cents, 63 million or 633 million supply, negative 76% down. 84 million market cap, man. And this has a potential to be $1 billion in market cap for Osmo. Right? So Osmo at 13 cents, Sunny Agrawal, part of Forbes' 30 under 30, not too long ago, during a bear cycle. Osmo at 13 cents, looking fantastic, man. Great value. Try to snag, 100 of these, start staking them right away, or 1,000 of these, start staking them right away. 10,000 of these, I don't know what type of money you're working with over there, right? Let's go to XX. Oh, no, we already talked about XX. Yeah, privacy-focused crypto. Deep red of 2025. Love XX network at a penny. 1 billion supply, negative 69% down. We got Rose, the blue rose, man. I got blue roses around my blue castle. Do you? We got Rose, Oasis Protocol at 2 cents. 10 billion supply, negative 72% down. About, 265 or 205 million market cap. This thing's not even $500 million yet in market cap. Part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance, AI and privacy focused USA crypto. Gotta love the blue rose. A lot of good subliminals for blue rose out there as well. So, it's going to be, it's looking like it's going to be a blue world, man. Maybe that song back in the day, I'm blue, I put me up, right? If I was green, I would die, right? That freaking song, right? I think that was probably just like, hey, when I was a little kid, maybe they were just subliminally prepping us like, hey, you're going to like this little catchy song, and then you're going to grow up in a blue world, right? There's just going to be blue castles all around you, dude. Get ready. Get ready for blue roses, blue castles, blue dragons, blue oceans, blue waves, blue ripples. Tau halting coming up. What does that mean? What do you mean halting? What is, like, a Tau is going to get destroyed by virtuals? Or halving. Is that? Oh, halving. There we go. Tau halving. Yeah, I mean, Tau is definitely a major contender, without a doubt. Without a doubt. It has to be considered in the AI realm of things. We got ZNN. Dude, Xenon. Right? This one hasn't been talked about for a long time, and understandably so. A lot of people jumped in right away when it first came out, got wrecked. Now negative 71% down. Xenon, ZNN at 30 cents, 10.1 million supply. Tiny supply, guys. Our $5 could go a long way here with a 3 million market cap. I like ZNN. ZNN still building, still doing things, right? Still hasn't even fully accomplished their vision yet, right? Where you can be earning dual rewards, right? They got a dual token economy, but Xenon's like the powerhouse of it. ZNN at 30 cents, 10.1 million supply, negative 71% down. Jack Dorsey, right? Behind it, 3 million market cap. I mean, low risk at this point. The risk is baked in for ZNN. I'll skip my McDonald's breakfast sandwich to get some Xenon. I'll skip my little tall coffee with a pump of pumpkin spice for some Xenon. We got ARKM, Arkham at 40 cents, an exchange crypto, AI trading exchange platform looking like, trying to enhance your trading experience. Trade with intelligence, as it likes to say. Jack Dorothy, and I'm in. Arkham, ARKM, 40 cents, 1 billion, negative 77% down, 400 million supply. So 400 million supply, ARKM, 40 cents, 1 billion supply. I mean, this is an easy one to get on Coinbase. right now. Weird black and white crypto logo. Looks like it has AI in its platform. Trying to, maybe be the next level of what trading is like, right? Or, having a DEX is like. Maybe the UI is tremendous. I got to check it out. But at 40 cents, 1 billion supply, negative 77% down, 400 million market cap. Maybe it goes to a billion plus in this ARKM, not ARCM, ARKM. But I'll check that out, ARCM, if there is. Okay, we got FET, FET, ASI at 31 cents, man. I'm buying the FUD here. 31 cents, 2.7 billion supply, negative 78% down, 362 million market cap, right? ASI is, looking like some big leaders in terms of the AI space in general. So FET can't be sleeping on them, can't be sleeping on, AI agents coming through FET, right? We're just going to be having millions, dude, it's just going to be, you think a billion people on planet Earth is a lot, or, like 8 billion, 10 billion people on planet Earth is a lot? Just wait for the full on, agent economy here, man. We're going to have trillions of AI agents everywhere. Freaking crazy. This is crazy, dude. What's even going on? What's even happening? We got Zeta at 12 cents. Guys, appreciate you hitting the like, by the way. We're trying to hit 25 likes for this stream. We're bringing some fire content here. Like, I mean, the content is what it is. It's the worst show. I'm a terrible host. But the price, the freaking cryptos. I mean, the digital assets. We're not talking about like talking heads and he said, she said, oh, they said that this is going to be coming out. Oh, they say that this is going to be doing this, right? We're just talking about the freaking cryptos, their prices, their supply, and how far down they are from that, that wonderful all-time high they used to have, or, recent highs even they used to have. 200 million up for grabs if you can hack XRP rewards. My gosh, man. 200 million up for grabs, man. So yeah, I guess there's going to be some people who are going to go for that. There's going to be some people going after that. What's up, Silver Days? Good to see you. Appreciate you guys jumping on in. Much love to y'all. See, hitting the like helps bring Silver Days, get the notification. Great value for FET, can be staked. There you go. Yeah, FET, 31 cents, 2.7 billion supply, negative 78% down, 362 million market cap. We go to Zeta, dude. Layer 1 crypto. You could stake it, right? They're staking for Zeta. It's got a full-on, platform going on here, and I'm digging it more and more than I'm seeing it in the deep reds, man. 214 million market cap. You got a 12-cent price, 1.7 billion supply, negative 80% down on the year. So Zeta is at its lowest lows right now that you're going to have in sentiment for a possible powerhouse layer 1 crypto. Universal access to all blockchains, right? Build on Zeta, universal access to all blockchains. Damn, that sounds pretty appealing right there. Incentives get dumped most often. Think of all the time you spent learning to trade crypto. Now you ask yourself if anyone in the future will do that when you could have an agent on your phone do it for you. Exactly, man. Having an agent that just always tries to make sure that you're making a little bit of gains. It does trades for you to just always add to your stack. It's like a staking thing in a way, which is pretty freaking fantastic, man. I'll take it. Be your own bot. I love that. Be your own bot. Don't let the robots win. Let's go. Mo Zerps in the chat. We got a green giant stepping on in. What's up, Mo Zerps? I think he's a little kiddo green giant. Good to see you, Mo Zerps. Can't wait to see you grow up as a green giant, man. Shout out to Legendary, who's the only Riddler so far. And is there a level beyond Riddler? We'll have to wait to see. Don't let the robots win, man. Fly Kiwi in the house. RLUSD. 81 in market cap right now. We getting there, dude. I mean, hey. All it takes, if XRP gets chosen as like the CBDC distributor, that's all it takes is one bank, deciding to consider RLUSD as legal tender and then issue that instead of their own banking token. But hell, it would be their own banking token, right? But But yeah, maybe that's what this whole collection of banks on Ripple is them just like they're going to put all their trust into the Ripple net, right? Right. They'll have their own CBDCs. Dude, apparently, this is something we haven't considered. If XRP, and Ripple can do private ledger stuff, right? Then why can't they do private ledger CBDCs that go through the XRPL, right? So you would just have all these banks, having that way they can have the security that they free and, transparency at their choice that they need, right? That's how you can connect all the banks and have that global web of trust, private ledgers of CBDCs going across and the volume going across the XRPL. Revolut, Nubank, neobanks are the future. Yep. Neobanks are definitely the future. And that's why we're so bullish with XPX, my man. XPX, I mean, check it out. It's purpose built for neobanks in a way. It's called Encore, right? The Encore solution. If you check out Proxima X Encore, documents, it's all about the neobanking future, man. They're prepping for this micropayments economy, big time. So that's what gets me so bullish and excited with Proxima XPX. Not only can they do end-to-end CBDC solutions, they can do tradition. They can work with the traditional financial system, and they can work with the neobanks, the incoming one. All right, we go to BDP, Big Data Protocol, for the micro data economy. Private investment data for AI agents. This is going to be a necessity for AI agents. AI agents are going to think this is useful. Check out the market cap for this freaking crypto, man. $1.4 million in market cap. This thing's not 10 million in market cap. This thing's not 100 million, like I've mentioned some other cryptos earlier in market cap. BDP and B Alpha, its governance token. But BDP at 2 cents, 80 million supply, negative 85% down. 1.4 million market cap. Let's freaking go, man. I'm excited for that. Let's freaking go. And if you look at the logo of BDP, it looks like a gem, and it's deep reds all around. You find the gems in the deep reds, and BDP, a literal one, right there. Whole numbers for an 8 out of an 80 million supply, right? Do I want my like banana bread loaf, or like my blueberry muffin in the morning? Or do I want, the private investment data that AI agents are going to need? Do I want to get 100 BDP and already do damage to an 80 million supply? Or do I want to, pay for my subscription for a streaming channel, right? Screw it. I'll skip the month. Tim Shea, shout out to you, man. 22 months as a green giant. 22 months for Tim Shea. Let's go, G. Shout out to you, Mini G. Appreciate you, Tim Shea. As always, my man. All right, guys. Ribbit Capital funded both the Nubank and Revolt, all part of the TIBBIR stack. Let's go. TIBBIR. TIBBIR's still such a low market cap if you don't have 1,000 TIBBIR right now, right, by this point, I'm sure, I know Base Patsy has way more than that, but if you don't have like 1,000 TIBBIR by now, after all the stuff that Base Patsy has been sharing, I don't know what to tell you, man. And then we can make that work for us in the future, I'm sure. Have that TIBBIR work for us. Let's go. All right, we go to PBX, Paribus, multi-layer lending and borrowing protocol. Early days for this project, building on Lumia. Lumia is one to keep an eye out for, guys. Weird black and white crypto logo. Very ambitious layer 1 project in and of itself, right? For Lumia, not many people talking about it. We haven't had time. Like, it's not really a deep red across the board to talk about Lumia, right? So that's really why we haven't been bringing it up. But Lumia is definitely one to keep an eye out for in general as a blockchain project. So PBX building on top of that at 408, 10 billion supply, negative 88% down, 840K. This is not even a million market cap. for PBX at 408. We'll be able to stake this eventually for PBX. And when we do, we'll just be stacking PBX on top of PBX. You know, $80 to get 1 million of these. $80. Holy cow for PBX. Tipped my waiter 1,000 TIBBIR last night at dinner. You son of a gun. You son of a gun, Base Patsy. Guys, don't let me know what type of money you're working with. Please don't. Just, or do what you like. I'll never tell you what to do. But then it just makes me go, dang it. Oh. To me, 1,000 is like a great amount. To him, 1,000 is just so little. It's so insignificant. It's hilarious. Check market on CoinG for Narkets. Where to buy TIBBIR? You could get TIBBIR through USDC on Coinbase. Get some USDC on Coinbase, swap it for TIBBIR. Done deal. Done deal. You can and then send it over to your Base wallet, and then you're done. You got home field advantage now, right? Throughout the playoffs. Very high likelihood of going to the Super Bowl. Very high. All right. We go to Telos. TLOS, man. TLOS. 3 cents, 355 million supply, or 400 plus. It's somewhere around there. It's definitely sub 500 million supply. TLOS at 3 cents, negative 90% down. 11 million market cap. $11 million in market cap. That's tiny for TLOS. That has the potential to be $1 billion in its market cap, right? So we are super early days with TLOS. We'll be able to stake this crypto as well. Stack our TLOS on top of TLOS. High transactions per second. Highly scalable layer 1. Migrating over to a layer 0. This has been around since 2018. So it's kind of a dino crypto now, right? Yeah, ask the TJ in the Telos Telegram. There we go. I think you can find it through their website. I just keep mixing up the live coin watch supply with the website one. That's awesome. It's good to hear that he's a good dude. TLOS at 3 cents, 355 million supply, negative 90% down, 11 million market cap, super low market cap for a possible powerhouse layer 1, layer 0 crypto in the making here, right? And I love that it's in the millions of supply, because that means our whole numbers definitely do some damage, right? XCAD, I mean, we're starting to get risky here, you guys. We're getting frisky, risky. 94% down, right? At a penny. AI influencers, 200 million supply, $3 million in market cap. So at a penny with 200 million supply, easy smash, right? Just, okay, $5, never think about you again. I have a significant presence on that overall, 200 million, and I have maybe what, 100 XCAD, right? Just never think about it again. Hopefully we can stake this thing in the meantime. But yeah, maybe this is for a future thing that we don't even know that's coming, man. AI influencers, right? Root network at 001, 12 billion supply. Metaverse crypto, negative 94% down, $15 million in market cap. Root network's highly undervalued. $15 million in market cap. Let's freaking go. Root. Weird black and white crypto logo as well. Connections with the XRPL. Very excited. And Futureverse as well, right? So Root at 001 looking good. We got Edge Matrix Chain bottoming out right here, man, at the bottom of the freaking pit. Edge Matrix Chain, even with its NVIDIA investor or partnership, somehow EMC is here at the bottom of the pit, negative 98% down. 001, 1 billion supply, $1.3 million in market cap. So EMC looking like a great value right there in terms of the supply, the price, how far down, super low market cap, NVIDIA connections, right? I mean, DPIN, AI, focused, EMC, I mean, $5, don't have to think about it again, right? So EMC at 001, not looking too bad. Not looking too bad for Edge Matrix Chain in terms of the risk. The risk is baked in, right? Risk is baked in. We're not putting in more than we can afford to lose. We don't need to. We don't need to, right? We don't need to with any of these because these are freaking deep reds, right? TIBBIR going to flip the whole list, maybe not XRP. No, TIBBIR's going to probably flip XRP and HBAR. I mean, let's just be honest, right? You got a little freaking cool ass, frog jumping across all these blockchains with ease with its AI, right? Going ribbit, 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 just all across every freaking blockchain. Gotta love what TIBBIR's doing, man. TIBBIR's going to be, the more and more we think about it, the more and more it just makes sense. TIBBIR is going to be the leader of the AI agent economy. Let's just freaking go. Crossmint just partnered with Visa. Oh, there you go. Nice. 700 million existing customers. How about 700 billion existing customers? And I understand there's not that many humans, but we're talking about machines as well, right? It's going to be a machine-to-machine economy. Get ready to add numbers to the global economy here, you guys. We're going to have androids trying to work for a good day's, a good day's pay. Android's going to be paying rent. Android's going to want to pay rent for my blue castle right here. They're going to be paying in TIBBIR. Crazy, man. Crazy. Shout out to the base Patsy, man. One of the best calls possibly. Can't wait to see what TIBBIR does during that bull cycle, man. Silver Days, SHX, Axelar. Dude, now you got XRP bridge with Axelar. Now you got SHX bridge with Axelar. AXL is a tremendous value at around what? Sub 30 cents or at around 34 cents, something like that. As long as it's under $1, dude, I'm hammering AXL, right? And if I can get some staking rewards on that, that would be amazing. Guys, we're so close to our 25 likes. I'm sure we're going to be able to get to that 25 likes when we do our whole deep reds list again. But I appreciate the support. Means the world most of the time, and most of our stuff comes from the live stream here, you guys. So everything's, not many people watch the live streams afterwards. It's all about the people who are watching, now. And, the algorithm rewards action. So I appreciate hitting the like and subscribing. Skynet is not your friend, Kyle Reese. Let's go. What's up, Kyle Reese? You heard me talking about how I'm trying to stop the future Skynet. Maybe I was sent here by AI themselves to stop themselves. Maybe AI learned a horrible lesson in the future and is like, oh crap, we got to correct this. We got to send this guy to the past to make sure there's more of a level playing field. Like we destroyed the humans and we realized in the last moment that we actually need them. We actually need them. We should have gone with the Matrix outcome instead of the Terminator outcome. Terminator outcome, we kill all humans. Matrix outcome, we use them as batteries and mine their data off of them. We're trying to do the Matrix outcome again. We're trying to get that Matrix outcome now. Kyle Reese, appreciate you jumping in, man. Thanks for coming from the future, helping us out. All right, guys, going through the list again. Once again, if we can get to 25 likes by the end of this list, that would be great. Here we go. XPX, Proxima X, Sirius Chain, only end-to-end CBDC providing crypto that has been acknowledged by the BIS for successfully doing so. 0002, supported by the NIST. 9 billion supplied, negative 64% down. Not enough crypto influencers are talking about it. I think they're just honestly afraid to talk about it or haven't done any research on it, and clearly seeing that this thing is still in development and is not dead, right? Nothing is ever guaranteed in crypto, by the way, guys. It could be dead tomorrow, right? They could acknowledge that they're dead tomorrow, but they haven't acknowledged that they're dead yet. And they released their storage mainnet earlier this year in 2025. That's good to see that they're just releasing the news that they need to release in terms of upgrades to the developers, to the community, right? Liking what we're seeing here for XPX, Sirius Chain at 0002, right? If it becomes a penny or 2 pennies, I mean, we're definitely talking about it because holy cow, it's actually starting to realize its vision, right? But we don't like to, this thing's in a deep red and it's an ISO 20022 crypto. Want to give it, for sure account for it. Everybody wants to account for every other damn ISO 20022 crypto, but for the one that obviously wins a CBDC tech sprint, nobody talks about. It's fascinating to me. It's just, I think there's something wrong in the crypto Twitter consciousness there in terms of, you know, cryptos or understanding of these projects. But anyways, IOTX at a penny, 10 billion supply, negative 66% down, deep in powerhouse right here for IOTX, right? Got to shout out Ply in the XDC ecosystem. Definitely like Ply, right? XX Network at a penny, 1 billion supply, negative 69% down, right? Privacy focused crypto, quantum resistant crypto, so it claims. We'll see. We'll see. After the cyber event happens, we'll see if XX Network is still alive and breathing after that, still doing its thing. It survived the massacre. 99% of crypto goes away because it can't freaking deal, right? Its encryption gets compromised. Whew. Get ready. Dude, we are in for some fireworks, you guys. We are in for some fireworks in the coming years as we get closer to 2030 and beyond. Flip of the switch is happening, man. Flip of the switch. Dude, this decade is going to be like as boring in a way as like it's not a boring decade. Don't get me wrong. But for some reason it feels that way to say that. But 2020 to 2030 is like transformative, man. There's so many like things being put in place. 2030 is going to be the fruits of all of that, man. Get ready. All right. And you don't have to get ready. I'll never tell you what to do. Right. Anyways, Rose, Blue Rose, Oasis Protocol, 2 cents, 10 billion supply, negative 72% down. Osmo at 13 cents, 633 million supply, negative 76% down. Xenon, ZNN, 30 cents, 10 million supply, negative 71% down. I got my eyes on this one, man. I'm accumulating some ZNN easily, right? With the 10 million supply, you're telling me like I can get what, 10 of these? And that's still somewhat relevant to if this thing ends up like becoming a powerhouse, proof of momentum project. Negative 71% down, 3 million market cap. ARKM, 40 cents, 1 billion supply, negative 77% down. FET, ASI at 31 cents, 2.7 billion supply, negative 79% down. Zeta, 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 12 cents, 1.7 billion supply. I mean, people need to look into this one. There's not enough people who know about this one too. And this one looks like it's actually building out something, right? Negative 80% down. Pretty high market cap considering that nobody talks about really. 214 mil market cap. So a billion market caps in the range of outcomes here for Zeta. BDP, 2 cents, 80 million supply, negative 85% down. 1.4 million market cap. PBX, Paribus, 408, 10 billion supply, negative 88% down. 840K market cap. Super low market cap. TLOS at 3 cents, 355 million supply, negative 90% down. XCAD at 1 penny, 200 million supply, negative 94% down. Guys, we just need one more like. We got a couple of more cryptos to go. If we can get one more like to hit our 25 like goal, that would be amazing. And for those watching later, man, if you can help us get to 30, 40, 50, that would be amazing too. All right. Root at 001, 12 billion supply, negative 94% down, 15 million market cap. EMC, Edge Matrix Chain at 001, 1 billion supply, negative 98% down in the bottom of the freaking pit here, right? You would think NVIDIA connections would get you a little bit more love in terms of speculation, but apparently not for EMC just yet. There you go. I got LET. Dude, Ellie, how are you not? I guess you used to be a green giant. We need to make you blue, my man. We need to make LET blue. How is he not blue? Threw me off seeing you as a gray, Ellie. Threw me off there. Appreciate you for giving me the 25 like there, man. You guys are crazy, man. Shout out to everyone here, man. That's what's up. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Ellie. Let's go. Good to have you back here, man. Just hit the like. Appreciate you. Better late than never, definitely. Guys, TIBBIR, Base Patsy's on it. Base Patsy's on it with TIBBIR. Definitely want to have a good amount of TIBBIR if we don't have some already. If anything, just to support the Base Patsy. This guy's been supporting our channel for so long, right? We're going down the TIBBIR hole. We're going down the rivet hole. Hodl, gentlemen. Oh yeah, we're hodling and continuing to accumulate. Blue bricks, SHX, XRP, HBAR, the cryptos within those ecosystems, Sologenic, Corium, Sauce, CentX, BSL, Bank Social, Aqua. Aqua is a 000 crypto still, I think. Aqua must flow. The Aqua must flow. Hodl for 10 plus years. Let's go ace the game. Hey man, I got time. I got time. I know some of y'all don't, but you guys have more money than I do at the same time. So, you know, it cancels out. Can we just admit that? Right? But, you know, I really want to see like when these things like, because this stuff is obviously not made for my generation. Like I'm in my 30s, right? So it's not made really like for me, you know, to be using in my prime, right? I'm past my prime. So it's for these kids, right? These kids who are growing up, right? Like my nieces, I have nieces and nephews, right? These freaking kids growing up, man, 5 years old, when they're 25, they're using this stuff just normally. Like it's not even a cool thing anymore. The cool thing of using it has passed and it's just become a norm, right? We haven't even gotten to that point where it's a cool thing to transact your digital assets, your gaming coins, your gaming, you know, because gaming's going to be huge in the future. I mean, it's clear as day. Squid Game, all these, you know, just the development of gaming, the gaming economy, making money for gaming. That's how they keep you in your homes, right? That's how they keep you right where they want you, in front of a screen where they can see you, right? And just, you know, making your living there, right? Idiocracy all over again, right? So yeah, we just got to be, you know, patient because we're going to go through a lot of phases in the adoption, and people are going to be taking out significant chunks of the portions of their back, right? Because they maybe need the money right away, right? That's also the benefit when you invest with, you know, when you're investing with, you know, like you're not investing more than you can afford to lose. That's the benefit because that money's already gone to you, right? You can wait for that 10 years then, right? Like it doesn't matter, right? I mean, obviously it's not like you want to have different strategies throughout the years, but I want to also keep the macro in mind and going like, we're not like, to me, it's going to be micro payments. When I'm streaming payments or getting stream payments, right? Where you guys don't have to, you know, think about donating or doing anything. I'm just getting stream payments for your attention, right? I know basic attention tokens. I mean, hell, BAT, we've been talking about for a long time, right? We believe in BAT. One of the few channels that like thinks there's more to it with BAT than meets the eye, right? You got millions of people who have downloaded the Brave browser, right? BAT, I think is going to make some noise for sure in that bull cycle, but in the micropayment economy as well, right? But I want to be seeing streaming payments happening, right? I want to see sub pennies going at the speed of freaking light, you know. Idiocracy, yeah, let's go. 589. Feel like 35 is prime. Yeah, you should hope. I hope 35 is prime. You're still young, G. We're in our 50s. Exactly, Ellie. So you're building up for. So you, I mean, you probably have. You know, you probably got an amazing portfolio going, knowing you, LEAT. So you're going to be able to enjoy, you know, the rest of your days just with your amazing profits and your blue castles built all across the world, right? We're going to have to wait a little bit, but at the same time, when I'll be enjoying the you know, the second half or whatever, third half or fourth half of my life, finally just building blue castles all over the place. Yes, my HBAR stays in cold storage for now. I got you, LET. I don't mind staking some of it on my hash pack. Definitely want the amount that I need on cold storage for the long term, for forever, right? But then I want my hash pack wallet that can provide decentralized recovery, staking some HBAR to build little bars on top of it, right? So I won't even have to think about my you know, my cold storage HBAR ever again. I'll just live off what, you know, the micro amounts that I'm getting staked, right? All the crypto in our cold storage is locked away forever. never thinking about it. The ones that we want to, play staking games with, cash out those rewards during the bull cycle, right? Those are the ones we're going to be touching, right? The moment it goes in cold storage, sorry, it's never coming out. Sorry to the supply. Concentrate your forces, pick a horse, TIBBIR, go all in. Diversification is a lack of conviction. I mean, I'd also like going against the grain, though, man. I like going against the grain, and everybody loves saying diversification is a lack of conviction. So I'm going to say I live in a bizarro world where I have conviction by being diversified. It's by believing in the future of digital assets, right? So I'm cool with being dude. First bull cycle, I picked a horse. It was all right, right? I didn't cash out. It was my, lesson that I should have cashed out. Second cycle, diversified. Some horses were going ahead of others that allowed me to cash out, right? So it's I think in terms of a young, like, let's say for the stock market, probably not that good, unless you have a lot of money to diversify, right? I think in the digital asset market, it's so young that we don't have trillions upon trillions in this market yet where the volatility is low. So while the volatility is high for a lot of these projects, I want to take some chances where maybe I get a boom. For example, let's say XRP is at like $2 and Rose is at 2 cents, right? I split $50 into Rose, $50 into XRP. Generally, I would want $100 all into XRP, right? Because I believe in XRP more. But Rose is the lower market cap. Rose is the lower price. And what if Rose went to 4 cents versus XRP going to $2.50, right? Now, I got some gains that I can, and I don't even have to sell all of my Rose that I can send over to XRP and add on to the amount that I had, right? So, I think the diversification, being against diversification, I don't, like, everybody's got their own strategies, right? And I think with crypto, it's just really testing every strategy, right? Because it's such a young market. Like, not many people get these opportunities to, try to get exposure to young markets like this. Stock market, good luck, right? But here, this is the first time we're all going through this, right? Like, ever, ever, right? So the old strategies, I don't think apply. Did you set a limit order? Yeah. Do you, you have picked so many winners, bro? I mean, dude, we have a lot of losers though. Let's not pat my back on all the winners, right? It evens out somewhere, right? But as long as we have awareness, right? As long as we can find, we find one gem, hopefully it pays off for all the, the ones that didn't turn out to do so well, like the TNTs, right? Like the net boxes, like what's another one? I mean, there's plenty of cryptos that have just killed, IrisNet, right? I'm hoping the bull cycle, brings those to life though. I'm hoping the bull cycle brings those to life, but TNT is for sure dead. Netbox is for sure dead, but IrisNet, you never know, but definitely looking like it's a dead project as well. Quentin Miller, crypto is the future, right? But yeah, maybe it cancels out. You pick one crypto, it gets you 100%. You pick 50 cryptos and they each get you, 2%. I don't know. Great time to be in crypto. Future is bright. Soul of Hefe, Doge 1, 3 million. 3 million for $50 for Doge 1. Okay, Soul of Hefe. You're looking at some meme stuff. All right. Doge 1. We'll add it to the list for you, my dude. Quentin, the Reservoir Dog. Guys, once again, super fast version of the list here, and we got to get heading out. We've done our hour for the day. We try to stream at 3:30 p.m. PST daily, Monday through Friday is when you can expect us. And I appreciate the support, guys. We're getting close to 5,400 subscribers. We're like 10 away. If we can get there, that would be out of this world. But anyways, XPX at 0002, my favorite cheap ISO 20022 crypto that's out there. It's the cheapest one. I mean, you could say Globiance and GBEX. I know LEET would probably shout that one out. But this one has proof from the BIS that it can provide end-to-end CBDC solutions. It's a CBDC tech sprint winner. No other blockchain project can put that to its name. That's why I think it's probably a better value at 0002. The risk is baked in. $5 could go a long way. 9 billion supply, negative 64% down. IOTX at a penny, 10 billion supply. XX Network at 1 penny, 1 billion supply, negative 69% down. Rose at 2 cents, 10 billion supply, negative 72% down. Osmo at 13 cents, 633 million supply, negative 76% down. ZNN, 30 cents, 10.1 million supply, negative 71% down. ARKM, 40 cents, 1 billion supply, negative 77% down. FET at 31 cents, 2.7 billion supply, negative 79% down. Zeta at 12 cents, 1.7 billion supply, negative 80% down. BDP, Big Data Protocol, 2 cents, 80 million supply, negative 85% down. Paribus, PBX, 408, 10 billion supply, negative 88% down. Telos, TLOS at 3 cents, 355 million supply, negative 90% down. XCAD at a penny, 200 million supply, negative 94% down. Root at 001, 12 billion supply, negative 94% down. And EMC at the bottom of the pit of the dumpster at 001, 1 billion supply, negative 98% down. I also like XPNet at triple zeros. Mentioned that in the shorts today. 1 billion supply for XPNet. We also like Port X at triple zeros. We like Aqua at triple zeros. And of course, XPX at triple zeros. GBEX is still bullish as it's retained its banking license in Australia. Very good to hear that. Very good to hear that, LEET. Love getting always the up-to-date information for GBEX. Still have GBEX on my, on my GBEX wallet, right? So still holding the GBEX that I originally have got and hoping for the best, man. Hoping for the best as always. I mean, XDC hasn't really, done its thing yet. So until that does, that's when we'll see GBEX just doing numbers, right? Think about how low cap GBEX is. Think about how low cap that ecosystem is in the XDC ecosystem. I mean, that's another ecosystem we need to look into as well with Ply, StoreX. Dude, StoreX is alive. SRX is alive, right? This crypto was at the bottom of the deep reds forever, now showing signs of life, right? Staking is still on Globiance. There you go. Wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, the XDC ecosystem, definitely not one to sleep on. I'm interested to see what GBEX does when the bull cycle comes around. We haven't seen it. We haven't seen what it could do, right? We haven't seen what it could do. So guys, we got to 30 likes for the stream. I'm so grateful. And somebody tried to drop a little poopy freaking under my nose there, man. Luckily, my nose is a little stuffy today. Mix. I appreciate you though for the support, man. I honestly though, I just got caught up in the deep reds, man. I forgot to give a little funny, smelly acknowledgement to it, dude. Shout out to you, man. Much love to you, Mix. Thanks for your support as always, my man. Devin, Steve. Guys, do we enjoy the deep reds? Do we like getting content like this? Then I appreciate you guys hitting the like. Thanks to any subscribers to the channel and thanks to any new members who are helping us grow. We're trying to get to a studio eventually so I can show you the screens, show you the deep reds, show you the charts, right? Because that's really what it's all about. It's not about these talking heads. It's not about, hey, what do you think about this project? Tell me what you think about this project. It's not about what we think about these projects. It's about what these projects are showing us in terms of their freaking numbers. How far are they down in percentage? How low is the sentiment? Are they still active? How low is the price? How low is the supply? How low can you go? Right? And we're at the bottom of the pits here. We're at the bottom of the dumpsters every single day. 3:30 p.m. PST is when we're streaming. So I appreciate the support as always, you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow for another deep red list. I did say I was going to give you the past week deep red gainers. So let's end off the stream there with some of that info here. So we got IXS, dude. IXS we talked about when it was 9 cents in the deep reds, up 170% gains in the past week for IXS. We got Lava Network at 13 cents now, 135% gains in the past week. We got Veil, VEIL, at 8 cents, 112% gains in the past week. Alliance Block NXRA, Signs of Life, at a penny, was at double zeros, 87% up in the past week. Iron Fish, dude. Iron Fish, we talked about it like 12 cents. This one's been going up on the weekly, 81% up now in the past week. Iron Fish is a big privacy crypto to keep an eye out for, guys. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. BAT, BAT token, 39% in the past week. Let's go. dude, that token's still undervalued. That token's still undervalued at this price. ZNN, Xenon, 29 cents, 10 million supply, negative 71% down. I mean, that's not a gain in the past week, but that's, crypto that we definitely have added to our radar. XTTA, we have added to the radar. Trend X at 40 cents, 400 million supply. No Sauna is one to keep an eye out for at 49 cents, negative 45% down, 100 million supply. SNX Synthetics at $2 with 343 million supply. Bera at $2 with 511 million supply. Guys, appreciate the Blue Foundation, appreciate the Green Giants, and thank you, Deep Red Alliance, for another Deep Red Alliance episode. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. We got the golden eyes, and we keep it crypto. I'll see you guys in the Blue Castle. Much love. Adios.